Former President Jimmy Carter is in hospice care at his home in Georgia. The 98-year-old is the oldest living president in history. Local 5's Mary Sugden joins us with a look at his lasting legacy here in Iowa.
Stephanie, when Jimmy Carter came here for the Iowa caucuses in 1976, little was known about the former governor of Georgia. But after a top-notch showing, it launched his presidential campaign, helping to put Iowa caucuses on the map as well.
I met Jimmy Carter at the very beginning of the process.
Steffen Schmidt remembers that meeting well.
We were cooking out in Story County at a friend's farm, and all of a sudden down this path to the farmhouse came 3 or 4 bicycles, and they stopped, and this guy got off and walked up to us and said, "Hi, my name is Jimmy Carter. I'm running for president."
And Schmidt says that was just one of the countless other impressions Carter made in the state in the year leading up to the caucuses.
When Jimmy Carter comes in, first person to campaign actively in Iowa, he comes in February of 1975, goes up to Lamar's and gives a speech in Lamar's on February 26th, 1975, so almost a full year before the Iowa caucus, and then he's here more than anyone.
That work paying off in the 1976 Iowa Democratic caucuses. While uncommitted technically came in first, Carter was the surprise, ending the event as the candidate with the most votes.
He actually made the Iowa caucuses famous because he was unknown. He had very little money, but he went to every county, I think, in the state and communicated directly with people. And that was so charming.
When he ultimately received the Democratic nomination and then went on to win the White House, Carter's focus on getting Iowans on board became the strategy for those who followed.
People start to say, oh, Iowa could be a place for me to get my start. So Jimmy Carter really did have a great relationship with Iowans in 1975 and 1976 and established Iowa as a place that really did matter.
And while historians agree that Carter helped put Iowa's caucuses on the map, something lesser known. While he was president, there was a proposal from his supporters to create a new calendar for the Democratic caucuses, which would have removed Iowa's first in the nation status. That push was unsuccessful. Stephanie.